I figured I'd come live. Nobody's live right now, so I figured why not just go ahead and come live and see everybody for now. I don't know why my machine's being weird here. But yeah, we'll just let everybody jump on. I don't want that. Let everybody just go ahead, jump on, say hi. Let me know that you're here. We're doing some jewelry today because it's windy outside. And yeah, I just don't want to be out there. I really, really don't. So I figured I'd come inside and just work on jewelry for a while. Hi, Billy. How are you? So funny story. So I got a new job. I work at one of the local gas stations here in town, and when I started, I was just like the cover person. I covered for everybody so they'd have days off. Well, then one of the ladies quit, so I took over her position, the 2 to 10 position, which I love. I absolutely love. I get stuff done in the morning, and then I go to work at night, and I love it. Absolutely love it. And with her quitting, I thought, well, I'm not going to have a day off. So today's Saturday. I'm supposed to have Saturdays and Sundays off, but I thought that was once we hired somebody to help. Hi, Ply. And so it's Saturday. So what do? I get up, I get ready, I go into work. The boss lady shows up. She was like, what are you doing here? I was like, it's Saturday. I'm supposed to work because we have no cover. She's like, no, I'm covering for you. So you get to go home. So I'm home. I go into work on my days off, I guess. I got to show you guys this. Hi, Mike. Look at all this jewelry I've been making. This is all jewelry, guys. Because I've got a show coming up on the 1st, and I want to have enough jewelry. So this is everything that I have made in the last 2 days. It is a lot. But I'm glad I've got that much made because I need to. I need to get some rings made, as I don't have any of them. Need to get this stuff off my table first because, well, I don't have room on my table. Mike, how are you doing? What is everybody up to today? It is super windy. That's why I am inside. Because it is massively windy. So I am not going to be outside trying to do any kind of wood carving because of the fact of the wind. It's just miserable out there. And it's kind of cold. We actually have a freeze warning in effect for tonight. Tired, but good. That's good. I mean, not that you're tired, but at least you're good. So I think all these have rings in them. I need to probably size all of them. I think this one's empty. Or is it? Nope, it has one in it. Has my invisible ring in there. Which is probably what I'm going to make some more of today. Maybe, if I can find my stuff. So, almost, oh my God, I wish it was here. It is cold here. It is so cold. I don't even want to be out there. I went out to the garage to get my tablet, and it's cold in my garage even, and I was like, I don't want to be there. I'll come back inside and make jewelry. We've been making necklaces out the yin yang. I've had a lot of cross necklaces done, like with the crosses, and then I did my invisible one for myself. The perks of being a jeweler, if I want a necklace, I just make it my own darn self. But yeah, I figured, hi Roy, how are you? It's just too cold to be out there and too windy and just kind of cruddy today. I just don't want to be there. So I figured I'd just come inside and make stuff inside. Why not, right? Might as well. So first we need to find all my pieces that I need for my jewelry. So this week, what I have been doing is I have been going through all of my beads, which, guys, it's a lot. What I had 1,000 bags, and I went through 900 of them. And each bag has like multiple things in it, like the same bead but multiple beads. I have so much, it's just stupid. I do want to make some rings with that. So I mean, I have been productive this week with trying to get stuff done. I did go through and get things sorted. So like this is all like my pendants and stuff like that I could use for necklaces or for my rings and stuff. So I just got to find what I'm looking for. I still need to go through and do a little bit more organizing with it, like get it all, like my sterling silver pieces all put in one spot, and like my other little pieces put in another spot, you know, get it kind of organized a little bit. But this is what I have for now. So I've been just kind of dealing with it. I may have put them in here. I'm not real sure which one I put them in. But I do know I need to get some pieces made for sure. I mean, I have to have some pieces made for... I've got the event coming up on the 1st. And then I need to restock all my stuff in Shine Walls too, because I know I'm running low down there. I'm pretty sure of it because I have been selling quite a bit. So I need to restock down there also. I know, and you know, I kind of went through and did like my pre-organizing, where this is all of this is just my silver. So I've got like my silver beads and my straight pins and stuff like that. All of this silver is in here. All of my gold and other metals are in this one. That way I could kind of find them when I need them, but now I'm not finding my pieces that I need for my rings. And Lord knows where I put them out. Which one would I put them in? 1, 2. They're not in my seed beads. I don't know. I forgot where I put them already. Welcome to my world where I just forget everything. I'm just going to make some with the little roses here because I think the roses are kind of cute. So we'll use roses for now. Get these all put back in. I was making necklaces earlier, so I got some of my silvers laid out. Oh, these are all just pendants. They just all go in the same one. Okay. They all just go there. This is silver. Whoops, goes in silver. Okay. Right. That's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, it's somewhere downstairs in the craft room. I never know exactly where it's going to be at. It's just in the craft room. Okay. So, I need my mandrel. And where would I put that at? Right there. There's one of them. I have like 6 of these darn things. And you would think that I could keep them organized a little bit. I found like some of my beads that I was looking for. Here's some more of them. Found my other set of glasses too. That's kind of a good deal. If these ones start bothering me too bad, I can switch over, but you know, and that's usually how it goes. When I'm not looking for it, I will find it, and I'll be like, oh, why couldn't I find that earlier? Just the way it is. So we are going to make some of the invisible rings. I need to move some of the stuff that's in my way here. I like my trays to set flat, and when they don't set flat, it drives me nuts. So yeah, I need to make different sizes. I need to make a size 7, which is, I need to write down the measurements on these because I've done this so many times. So if I go for 3 inches, I get a 7. Okay. Somebody remember that because I'll forget it here in about 10 minutes. 3 inches, I get a 7. Oops. These are so quick and easy to make. That's one thing I love about them, is they are faster to make. Oh, I should probably have a thing to put these into, but I don't. That's okay. 1 and a bead. Was going to work on my eagle today. It is very windy, though. I decided not to go out there and try that because I have to open up the garage door to do it, and it's just too windy to do that. So I decided to just come inside and do this instead. Yeah. Granted, I do want to make 3 make 7. There you go. I'll remember that. We have to. Ah, well, I guess that works. It just goes right on in there. That one slips in there. Well, if it'll slip in there. What the hell? Why is it not going in? I know what I'll do. Oh, it kind of closed up on me, that's why. Put this one there. Put this one here. Maybe. I can't see what I'm doing really well. I don't have my good glasses on, which kind of sucks. I should have them on instead, but that's okay. Okay. Let's make sure we got a size 7 here. Yep, nope, that is not a size 7. Has to come down the mandrel here. That'll be a good size 7. And then we have to try to crimp this. It likes to turn, and that does not help. So yeah, it's been a week. I've been working all week. Of course, then you have silly me that just shows up on their days off. I thought I was supposed to work today. So that's one reason why I'm kind of dulled up. I went into work. Soldier Farms, how are you? Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. I usually do woodworking. It is just way too crazy windy outside today to even think about doing it. So yeah, we're not doing it. So instead, I do my second little hobby here, which is make jewelry. Guess I'm just going to make it whatever size it ends up being, and I'll size it from there. Well, don't pop out of there. Ta-da! And ta-da! Get that crimped on there really good so it doesn't come out. Then what we are going to do, get my beads set right, and we're going to crimp them. And cut. figure I should probably get a few more of these made. Just, this is not my good mandrel. Where is my good one? It is right here. See, this one doesn't have a, doesn't have the groove on it, which I kind of like. I can size things better that way. So it is 17, which is, says a size 8. I may have made it big. Let's see if this one measures. It is an 8. Okay, that's, we can live with that. We need some ring boxes. Where did I put the ring boxes at? I know we have a ton of them. I have a whole, I know you guys can't see, but I have a whole box of boxes over here. For, whether it be for my rings or for my necklaces, either way, I've got my boxes. And then it's real, they look really cute because you open them up and you can see the jewelry. That's one of the crosses I made this morning. Cross earrings. Because earrings seem to sell really good. So, I make a lot of them. Usually I try to make a set of earrings and a necklace. There we go. See? That is the illusions we just made. I wonder if I shouldn't do some with wire. You guys want to see me? Why am I in my basement? In the basement because it's super windy outside and cold. And in order for me to do my chainsaw carving, I have to have the garage door open. And the wind is actually coming out of the direction in which the garage doors would be open and the wind would be coming in. And it's cold. So I decided to opt out on doing my chainsaw carving and just do my jewelry for the day because it's a little bit easier that way. Because, yep, I don't want to be in the wind. I don't want to be in the cold. I'm a pansy. So, yeah. I know I'm a pansy when it comes to the cold. Oh, really? Yeah. It was a really ugly color. And I was like, I want it to be me. I want it to be something that I like. And so I painted it pink. And my husband, his room is right next to me. The man cave is separated by a door. And his man cave is painted in like the colors of the Colorado Rockies. And it has a bright green floor like a football field. And it's all sports done. Right. Yeah. I don't want to work in the cold. And so it's kind of funny because you have his sports room over there, and then you come in here and it's like the girly room with all the jewelry and the fun stuff. He just laughs about it. He's like, "Really? You had to put pink next to my room?" I'm like, "Yes, I absolutely did. I had to. It just is something I had to do." I'm almost thinking. I'm almost wondering if I shouldn't do some metal rings also. I might do some metal rings. Just because we need some metal too. And I don't have a lack of metal. This is all wire, y'all. This is a lot of wire. I have just a little bit of everything in here. See what we're going to use today. I got so much band. It is ridiculous. Like, I've got this band wire, and I just don't know what to do with it. I just really don't. But I got lots of that. What is this? That's really pretty. That would be really... You know, when we bought our house, so we bought our house from my mother-in-law, and it is a 6-bedroom, 2-bath house. And it is only my husband and I in the house now. So I have converted so much of the house into different rooms. Like we still have 4 bedrooms. But we have the man cave. We have the craft room. And then I also, on the other side of my craft room here, is the sewing room. So, I mean, I've converted a lot of the rooms into other things because what do you do with 6 bedrooms when it's only 2 people? You know what I mean? It's just kind of stupid. I don't know why we went with such a big room or a big house. But we did. It's kind of tough. I never should have went with that big of a house, but that's okay. It's fun to do. It's fun to have a big house. Gosh, I don't know what to do for a ring. Maybe I could make some rose rings with my, right? You know, it was nice because when my son got out of the Marines, he moved home. Him and his girlfriend did. So we had them in the house also. And it was kind of nice because, you know, the house felt full, which was good because it needed to. It was just, you know what, I don't know, we're going to play around with this because I haven't played around with this yet. It seems to be very pliable though. I might have to heat treat that to make it stronger. I don't know. But yeah, when he got out of the military, then he moved home with his girlfriend, so that took up a room, which was nice, because then I didn't feel so alone. Because there for a while, I felt very alone. All right, everybody, 3 makes 7, right? So let's cut 3. All right. And we said 17 was an 8. What is a 7? 17 and a half. Huh? That doesn't make sense. I don't know. I'm just gonna go for it. I don't know what the hell I'm making, guys. No clue. See what I mean by this is very pliable. Like, it bends very well. That it does. It bends very easy. Very, very easy. I'm going to cut it right there. Let me come here. Put this on here. I might have to... I'll have my handlebar somewhere. Yes, smash the like button, y'all. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. I could really use the subscribers, y'all. If you guys know anybody who'd like to watch, just tell them to come watch, because I need subscribers. I have been stuck at 300 forever. And I would like to get more than that. But it just doesn't seem to happen. 300 seems to be where I hit, and there's my hammer. You guys are going to think this is super cute. Look at this. Tiniest hammer you'll ever see. Oops, let's put the glasses back on so I can see. Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. We're just diddling today. I don't know what I'm making. I really don't. Need to put something on this. It's a cute little band. Looks really cute. It's gonna, like, bend very easily. For darn sure. I don't think it's gonna hold its shape. This stuff is very pliable, which I guess if I heat it, it wouldn't be pliable. It would be solid then, but let's find something then to put in there. Like, see, it's got the gap in there, and I want to fill up the gap. So let's find something to fill the gap with. Maybe, I don't know. Ideas, y'all, ideas. My brain's just fried. I don't know what to put in there. I was thinking maybe some kind of a bead, but I don't know. You're jealous of my 300? You know, it has taken me forever, you know, and it's like, it seems like other people, like, they grow fast. Like, their channel just grows so fast. And mine is like, it's like snail mode. Like, the boop, the boop, the boop, the boop, the boop, the boop, the boop. It's crazy. You haven't made jewelry since you worked for the nursing home. You know, I used to work at a nursing home. I used to be a CNA. Got my CNA license when I was 16, and I held it until about 10 years ago. 10 years ago is when I said I'd had enough. I was done. I couldn't go no more. I loved it, but my body couldn't do it no more. And then I went to work at a feedlot, which was even stupider. But I did it anyway. I ran after the cows, which wasn't really smart either. Don't do that. Don't go running after cows. It would be really cool. This is how my brain works, y'all. Seriously, I go like a million different directions. So you just never know what you're going to get with me. Maybe we'll do... We'll put this one. I love that, but I just don't know what to do with it. We're gonna grab some of this metal. I was an activity director too, which was kind of funny because I was a CNA at the nursing home there, and I decided I wanted to go to dietary. I wanted to cook. I love cooking. So I went into the dietary department, and I was working in the dietary, and our housekeeping lady fell ill. And so the DON came to me and asked me if I would do some housekeeping instead of doing dietary, if I moved to housekeeping, because they needed somebody and she thought I'd be great at it. I was like, absolutely. I'll do anything. It doesn't matter. I love being here. So I then moved into housekeeping, and I was there one night, and I was cleaning up in the lobby area that they have and everything. They were having a board meeting, and one of the ladies comes out of the board meeting, and she's like, Dottie, we need you in the board meeting right now. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to fire me. I'm not cleaning good enough or something. You know, I didn't know what was going on. Couldn't figure it out. So I'm all scared. And I walk into the board meeting, and I know all the board members. It's a tiny little town. We all know everybody. It's a tiny little board meeting. And I walk in there. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe they're going to fire me. I'm like just panicking, right? And I get in there, and the guy who's like the head of the directors, he's like, we want to talk to you because we think you'd be a great activity director. I said, but you've got one. He's like, well, not now because we just fired her. Awesome. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, we had to let our activity director go because she's manipulating the system, kind of like. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, but you have the energy and so much spunk that I think you'd be great as an activity director. I'm like, okay, so you're going to pay me to play all day long. And they kind of stopped and looked at me. They were like, well, I guess, yeah, we are. I was like, well, cool. I said, I'll do it. You pay me to play. I'll absolutely do it. So yeah, I got paid to play all day long, and I was happy. I was so happy. And then we got an administrator in there that made it bad. And it's bad when you get bad people in that make things bad. You know what I mean? When you have something you really love, but somebody comes in and it makes it that bad. What had happened was my oldest son had fallen and broken his arm. And he was in Pueblo at that time. And I'd asked the administrator, I said, hey, you know, my son's going in for surgery on his arm. I really need to be there. You know, can I go? And she downright told me no. She's like, you cannot go. And I'm like, She's like, no. She's like, I don't believe you and you're not going. And I was just, I sat there in her room just dumbfounded because how could you not believe me that my son just broke his arm? I could prove it to you. I would call the hospital. And, you know, when I talked to her, I had just enough time to get down to him for surgery. Because Pueblo's like a 3-hour drive from here. So I was like, I just want to get to my son, you know, and she was like, no, you're not going. You don't have anybody to do activities. You cannot leave. And so yeah, I was stuck there and I hated it because I was like, you know, I need to be there for my son and yet I can't be. And I was like, this is just so stupid. Like, why can't I go be with my son? So yeah, I ended up leaving. And I hated it because I absolutely adored my residents. They were so darn cute. And they adored me. My boys would come up there all the time and play bingo with them at night. We did nighttime bingo. And the boys would come up there and play with them on bingo and help them. And they cherished them boys. So it was kind of a sad deal that I had to leave. But in the end, it was okay because I did find a better job. And now I have a job that I love so much I show up on my days off. Which is, I could not believe I did that. I really can't. I literally showed up for my day off today. I didn't realize it was my day off. And showed up to work. Then I was told to go home. Kind of ish in a way. I told them I would go home because I have stuff to do. And I do. I have my jewelry to make. Ow! That just stabbed the crap out of me. I'm trying to get this to wrap. And it is not wanting to wrap around like I want it to. Me and wire sometimes don't get along. We sometimes do and we sometimes don't. And today I think is a day of not. That hurt. Just see that flick me in the face? Yeah, that was not pleasant. Damn thing. I don't know that I like that. But I might just go with it and see what happens. This side needs to be clipped so that I can wrap it. Right. Yes. And I love my job. I'm very much a people person, and so I work at a local gas station, and it could not be a better job for me because I get to see people all day long. I get to sit there, I get to chit chat with them and talk with them, and I absolutely love it. And it's not hard. I mean, it's not a hard job. So I can't like not like my job. I love my job. Let's see what size we ended up with. We ended up with size 6. But I need to fix my band here because my band is really messed up. So we're going to hammer this out to be the way I want it to be, just like that. And it might turn into a 7. Maybe. That's the best part about jewelry is you could beat the crap out of it. Make it what you want it. Terrific Tom, hello, hello. There we go. We made one with a cross on it. Kind of cute. I could see wearing that. That'd be Trey Adore. I love crosses. I make a lot of stuff with crosses. Ow, that hurt. Just to let you guys know that did hurt. Okay, enough with that. I really and truly don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making stuff. Let's make another invisible just because I can. I'm not even going to measure. Whoops. Not going to cut with them either. Not going to measure. I'm just going to cut. And whatever we end up with, we end up with. Right? We end up with a lot. Okay. So, I need. I just had them. There. They are. So it depends on what it is. Like my invisible line, like these are my invisible necklaces. So when you have it on skin, it looks like it just hangs there. It's like you're pierced. Like you can't see the band and it just looks kind of like you're pierced. My invisible line, my necklaces are going for 30. My rings are going for 25. I'll show you what I mean by an invisible ring. So it's looks like it's just floating there. And when you have it on, that's what it looks like. It looks like the gem is just floating. They are 25. Mainly because the nylon that I use is very expensive. So, but then like, my necklaces, like these ones that are just super simple and easy to do, they're 20. I try to keep the prices affordable. I don't live in a rich community, so I don't get to charge a whole lot. But then, like, my earrings are 10. So, yeah, I try to keep the prices pretty affordable. And I'm not out to become a millionaire off my jewelry. I'm really not. I would love for everybody to have a piece of my jewelry, because I think jewelry makes people happy. And if I could make the whole world happy, I would. That's just me. I love to be happy. Oh, that didn't work. All right. So put this back on there. Let's make a diamond invisible ring. Why don't we? And we're just going to guesstimate on a size here. I am not going to measure. Ta-da! Go figure. Me and not measure. That's an epic thing. I tend to not do that once in a while. I just kind of go with it, and whatever size it makes, it makes. Right. Well, and that's kind of how I am. I want to keep it where everybody can kind of afford it, because I don't want it to be so outrageous. I mean, I've heard people say, oh yeah, you got to do this equation and like yada 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 yo. But if you don't live in a community that is rich, I guess you could say, or abundant with cash, you're not going to sell crap. And I would rather sell my stuff than to hold on to it because I want $1 million for it. It just does not make sense to me how people do that. Why in the world would you hold on to something wanting thousands of dollars for it if it's not ever going to sell? I mean, sell the shit. That's the way I feel. Just sell the shit. I think it's really cool because like I'll be out, my husband and I will go out and there'll be people that have some of my jewelry and they'll stop me and they're like, oh my gosh, look, I've got your piece on today. And I had a lady not long ago, she had a piece on for her wedding, and she was like, she took her wedding photos and she sent me the photo, and she had one of my necklaces on, that I had made, and it was so precious because I never would have expected her to wear it to her wedding, and she did. It was one that her son had gotten her for Mother's Day. In fact, I have the pendant here because I ordered more of them. So it was this pendant right here that is like a mother and a child, and it's got the rhinestones on it. That's what she wore on her wedding day. And I was just kind of in awe about it. You know, it's like so cool that her son could afford to buy that necklace for his mother, and she wore it on the day that she got married. That was so sweet. You know, it's just, and then that's one reason why I don't sell it very expensive, is I like to have stories like that where people just, you know, they're able to afford it, and then they wear it because they can't afford it, and it's just sweet. All right, let's get this little dude in here. Gosh, I can hear the wind howling out there. There we go. Kind of show you what it looks like when it's on. So then, see, when you have it on, you don't see the band. You just see the gemstone, which is really cool. I wonder if is it clear on your guys' end? I think my camera's dirty. I should probably clean my camera because it looks like it's fuzzy. Let me clean my camera. Ta-da! Yes, it's being cleaned. I'm wiping your face. There you go. See if that's any clearer. Kind of ish. Yeah, it looks really cool. Though you can't see the band. Oh, yeah. I mean, does anybody else ever run into that where, like, you know, people always say you don't charge enough? Well, even for my wood carvings. I mean, I don't charge an arm and a leg for my wood carvings. Your mom's fit. You know, even my carvings, though, I don't charge a whole lot. You know, like my men that I carved, my cowboy and Indian sets that I had, or, you know, that I have, I charged $35 a piece for like each cowboy, because there's 3 to a set. So there's 3 cowboys, there's 3 Indians. So I charged $35 a piece, or I charged $100 for the whole set. You know, and to me, that wasn't outrageous for the simple fact that a lot of work went into the cowboys and the Indians. But at the same time, people were like, you're practically giving them away. And I'm like, yeah, to me, not really. I mean, to me, it was worth it, you know? And these people who like come up with these equations and like they charge like $40, $50 an hour, I don't understand. I just don't understand. I mean, yeah, my work's probably worth the $40 or $50 an hour, but like you just saw, okay, my invisible ring literally takes me not even 2 minutes to make. It takes me longer to figure out what the hell I'm doing than in my brain than it does to make them. And yet you want me to charge $30 an hour at a minimum of 1 hour. Well, that's just kind of dumb. I don't understand. because it didn't take me an hour to make the darn thing. I can whip a butt ton of them out within an hour. So why would I charge $30 for each one an hour if it only takes me a few minutes? Doesn't it just, maybe it does compute to some people, it just does not compute to me. I don't know. I don't know. My brain works in wonky ways. What do you guys do to try to figure out your pricings? I mean, I'd love to hear what everybody else does to try to figure out pricings on their stuff. Because, I mean, I'm always open to different suggestions. Of different ways to charge. Some of my commission pieces, I do tend to charge a little bit more on commission pieces just because they came to me with a special order. And it usually entails me having to do research to figure it out. Yes, I don't even know what size I'm making these rings, guys. I'm just going to fly some of these out. Just thinking they look good. Good sized. I probably need to make some small ones too. Well, yeah, and here's my problem, okay? When, like with my chainsaw carving. And, all my wood is donated to me. Like, seriously, people just drop wood off at my door. I did an actual, I did a short on that one day about opening up my garage door and just finding wood. It's a thing that happens. People just drop it off at my door, which is fine. There's another one. That one's purple. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. It's purple. So I didn't pay nothing for the wood, so I don't really have to charge a whole lot. I wonder what size this ended up being. Let's see. This is a 20. So it is a size 9. That's a good size. I saw a lot of different sizes of rings. So I never want just one size. And I've never been able to do a one-size-fits-all kind of ring. Anyway, so I'd make different sizes. And then I'll go back through later, closer to the show, and I'll label these as to what sizes they are. I usually, with them being in here, I'll put like a little sticker down here saying like size 9. And then that way they know what sizes they are, and they don't have to sit there and keep trying them on and everything else. If they don't know what size they do wear, I do have my ring sizer, so I can size them and I can show them like what's in that size for them, which is kind of a cool thing. I like being able to do that. Let's do one more purple. Let's do this one kind of smaller. Where are... I've gone blind, guys. I can't find my spacers now. I thought I had a bunch of them dumped out here. I must not have. And I must have put... Oh, they're right there. Huh. I like the special orders. I got a couple of them coming up that I need to get done, actually. They're for Christmas presents for people. I have one that is my cutout wood that I do. It's a cougar, or no, bobcat, Bethune bobcats. It's a bobcat that they want done. That's all cut out with the wood. And then I have 2 of them that are wood burnings that are for Christmas also, for a lady that ordered 2 different ones. One's a reindeer and one is an eagle kind of ish looking thing. I don't know how to explain that one. Uh, and then I do have the one still from my neighbor that I still need to get done that is part of her silver maple. Oh, supper time. Go eat. Um, I'll catch you later, soldier. Um, but she cut down her silver maple and she wants a memorial of her silver maple. So, um, we're gonna give her a wood burning of. She gave me a little piece of the silver maple. We're gonna do a wood burning on it. And I've got that picked out. The wood burning I'm going to do on it, I got picked out. I just got to get it done. It's really cute. It's a maple leaf, and then like an outline of a maple leaf, and then on the inside of the outline is going to be a picture of her tree. So yeah, I've got that to do. Just gosh dang it, I keep grabbing the wrong pliers. I really need to watch which pliers I'm grabbing because them are my cutters. That would just cut straight through everything. There we go. There's a smaller purple. This one is going to be a size 7. Perfect. Size 7 seems to be a very popular size. So I haven't had supper yet. I don't know what I'm having for supper. Probably just wait for my husband to get home and find out what we're having. Maybe I can talk him into going out and having margaritas for supper. I would love margaritas for supper. I know that's not a supper, but I like margaritas for supper. That's my jam. Give me a margarita. I'm a happy girl. Go out and have my margarita and a steak and my egg on top of my steak. I like my egg on top of my steak. Although there was another one I just found there that was so good. I can't remember what it was though. I think last time I tried their burger, the burger was really good. Well, I just wasn't in the mood for a steak, so I had a burger instead. But yeah, I could go for a margarita. Ooh, chili sounds so good too. I haven't had chili for a while. A nice big, like half-pound chili burger with tons of cheese and onions on top and I would be that would be a fat girl's dream. I love chili burgers. But they've got to be like a big thick burger. None of this smash burger crap. If I want a burger, I want meat. I don't want it to be like thin and that ain't even that I don't know how they consider that even a burger. I just don't. I'm sorry, but I don't like smash burgers. Not big on them. I know some people are. Some people love their smash burgers. I don't. I want meat. I want. But I'm a northern girl. I was brought up on meat and potatoes, and I like my meat and potatoes. They don't like me, but I like them. See if we can make this one even smaller. Kind of like to make some kids sizes because I'm sure kids would like some of these too. So kind of want to make some smaller sizes just in case. Some of the younger kids want some rings too. I mean, I consider everybody when I make my jewelry. I make big, I make small. I mean, you never know. Maybe a little girl just wants a pretty little ring to wear. You know? Maybe a little boy has a girlfriend in grade school and he wants to give her a really cute little ring for Christmas. So, let's make one that's nice and tiny. This one is going to be a size 4. That's pretty darn tiny. It doesn't even fit on my finger. It barely fits on my pinky. But it's cute. It's a little diamond ring. You never know, right? You just never know. I mean, I know when I was in grade school, if a little boy would have given me a diamond ring, I would have been just happy. But yeah, it's just a baby diamond. Not much else has been going on though. I mean, the weather's crappy. I don't know. I don't know if I can do anything with these. I don't know if I can. See, I have a bunch of these little ones that like don't have a backing on them. But I don't think my nylon will go through them. It won't. It's too big to go through. And I don't have smaller nylon. You can't really drill them ones because they will break. They're very fragile. She makes some necklaces, but I just don't know what to do on a necklace. And then I'd have to go through all them damn beads again. I don't want to go through all the beads. Got these sunflowers that are super cute. Wish I could do something with them. I love these. These are so cute, but I don't know how I put them on a necklace either. My front door is left open. Well, that's typical. I don't ever shut the front door. Everybody always tells me, shut the front door. Nope. Not for me. I wonder. I don't know. I'm thinking, and my brain's not working when I'm thinking. It's not clicking here. Maybe I need some jerky. I got this new jerky I wanted to try. Got it while I was at work on my day off. I haven't tried this brand before, so we're going to try it. See if it's any good. It's the Glenwood beef jerky. This one's called Smoke Pit. Well, that ain't bad. It says to consume within 3 days of opening. I might be able to do that, because this is pretty darn good. It has apricot puree and tomato paste and apple juice. That's pretty good stuff. If you guys want some good jerky, get this Glenwood jerky. I don't know if you guys can find it or not, but that sounds pretty darn good. I better put that away. I'll eat the whole bag if I don't. So, yeah. My best bet's to put that one up. That's some good shit. Sorry, I cussed. That's just me. Wonder if I should make some bracelets out of this. So I have this new chain. I could do bracelets. It's really pretty. I don't know if you guys can see it up close, but it has little hearts to it. It'd be really cute. As a dainty little bracelet. Go to like right there. Get it right in between. Oop. And then you just gotta put Put stuff I can't find onto it. You need some clasps on it. That's what I was thinking. So, let's look at our handy dandy little stash of stuff here. So, I know I've got some baby jump rings. It'd be almost cute would be to put some of these on there. Make it easy to put on and off. They're kind of big, but I think it might be kind of cute. Okay, let's try it. Let's see what we come up with. So what's everybody else having for supper? I might have to have supper ideas because I don't know if my husband's going to go for margaritas. I want margaritas. I want margaritas really well. Let's see. We could do a big heart. Does this go in the heart? It would. Yes. Let's do a big heart. Okay. I need to move them. I'm going to end up cutting stuff that I'm not supposed to cut. We know Traffic Jam had chili. Billy, what are you having for supper? Oh, yeah, cheeseburger. Meat. You can never go wrong with meat. I'm just saying, I love my meat. Okay, we got that one on. Oh, give me that. Give me that. I think that's the worst part, is trying to pick this stuff up off of the table with the pliers. It'd probably be easier to use my hands, but I use the pliers. It's more challenging that way. See, and then you just put it on, and this thing goes through that. And then see, you have a heart. A big heart. And with the little hearts. I think that's kind of cute. I like that. That's adorable. I know I always try my jewelry pieces on. It's kind of funny. Because I'll try them on before I actually put them up for sale. Just make sure they look right. Now we need to put these in a box. Oops. I just smacked my glasses against my face. So this one is actually going to go, I'm just going to go this way. Show that it's a bracelet. Maybe if I can. There we go. Show it that way. See, and then it's in the box. I don't like how it's sitting, but I don't know any other way to make that work better. Guess I could make a clip right there and there. Let me just take this and go, well, that ain't thick enough. Well, I could just smash it and do it, I guess. Make a slit there. Come to this side. Make a slit there. And then watch. There's always ways to fix things. There, now it just stays there. Ta-da! Looks perfect. I know it'll stay there and we'll know it's a bracelet. Let's make another one. Doop doop. We're going to make one for a chunkier arm. I'm going to go right there. kind of hoping my husband comes home soon. I'm hungry. I could eat. Is there anybody else on live yet? I came on live because there was nobody live, and I was like, oh, I might as well come on and see what everybody's doing and chit chat with everyone. Let's do another heart. There we go. Got that together good. And then I need another. Uh-oh. Do I have part of the chain stuck in that one? I think I do. Okay. Part of the chain is stuck in there. There we go. Now it's not. That one about went up my nose. Do that and do that. There we go. That is another one. Now I need another box. Oh, Delan is live. I should go watch Delan. I haven't seen Delan for a while. Gosh, I haven't seen him for. I haven't gotten to watch a whole lot of lives lately because of being at work. Can't really watch them when I'm at work because we get busy, and I don't think people want me watching lives while I'm trying to check them out at the register. So I just don't. Alrighty, there is another one done. And that one's just for a bigger arm. But it's done. Alright. Well, dang, I've been on here over an hour already. I should probably jump off here and get a few other things done. And then should make a bracelet out of that. That's gorgeous. That'd make a pretty bracelet too. But yeah, I'm just going through all my chains. I have so many chains, it's ridiculous. But I should probably jump off here. Maybe I'll go watch Delan for a little bit, because I haven't seen him for a while. Kind of miss him. I really do. And then maybe tomorrow will be nicer and I can get out there and chainsaw carve. Because, hey, I got tomorrow off too. Huh? So, anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here for the night. Maybe go have some margaritas. Yes, Billy, you too. Take care. Have a blessed evening. You guys... Thank you guys for jumping on with me. I enjoy it. I like having you guys here. So, anyway, love you guys. Dot out.